Oh, okay. So that's how it starts. The only thing you need confirmation for was the stream. So I hit the wrong button then. First go around. Sorry, my fellow knights. It is now... Okay, that's what it was. So, where was I? It is now... I forget what time it is we started. I believe it was around 11:30. So it was basically an hour that we started stream. Or not stream, we're recording. Sorry. So previously, since the last episode that you've seen, and between that episode and this episode, you would have noticed I goofed. I hit the wrong button. I'm so used to hitting the top button, which is to start stream instead of start record. Because to stream needs confirmation. Now, as I've stated before, I'm not fixing that radio. And, oh, by the way, you missed out on so much that it wasn't my fault since I hit the wrong button. I found another part of a laser cutter. I was looking all over for something and I found a full blueprint of the scanner room, but I still haven't found pieces of the Cyclops, which is what we're working towards. And I have to come up with a list, not that list. Hold on. Stupid tablet. I have to come up with a list of things that I'm going to need for the base. Because like I said, and I can't believe I'm saying this again, I was playing this game a long time ago. My plan was to get from Life Pod 5 to the Gun Island to the floating island and then back. Because once I did all of that and got my base all situated, everything all planned out, I could head down to the precursor base where the Lady of the Sea is, meet the Queen, and figure out how I can get the hatching enzymes. And once I put that all together, we can then establish what it is the game needs to get things moving along. So first off, I'm going to need, I believe it was 2 table coral samples. Let me see. No, 1 coral sample, 1 gold. Okay. So, coral sample, 1 gold. And that would complete the fabricator. And then what we need for a locker is a quart and 2 titanium. And I know what you'd probably be thinking, why haven't you thought about doing this before, while off screen? Well, sadly enough, my brain is shut down off the game once I close it, because whenever I stop stream, I close the game. And for whatever reason, I keep forgetting my property of getting things written down before we get them started. So, oh yeah. And we found a picture frame, which was awesome. And we have the whole planner pots scanned, including this one, from the crash site between here and the gun. But I still haven't found the mountains crash site where I can find the moon pool fragment or upgrade or whatever. Trying to figure out what else we need. Oh, yes. We need solar panels. What do we need for solar panels? 2 quartz, 2 titanium, and copper. Alright, 2 quartz. One titanium. And 1 copper. Alright, so we need table coral and gold. So what do we have right now? We have a coral sample, but we still need... Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take that gold, since I only need 1. I'm going to dump some copper in here. Now I need to go out for some quartz. Yeah. That won't be a problem. Plus, I need to get a plethora of things to eat. So I need to find a locker. I have 4 titanium. I need a quart to build a locker at the base. So let's go find that quart. Plus, I built some batteries while trying to record the Betweener episode, but I guess this will be the next episode, so yeah, I built some batteries. And I came up with a pro tip while trying to record this episode from before. And that is, I figured out why the supercharged fins, which is what I'm wearing right now, why that won't charge the Sea Glide. First thing that came to mind, number 1, the engine's always running. You can't turn it off unless the battery is dead. So, the other tools that the batteries can recharge...
meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
The other tools that the batteries can recharge on with the fins would be like the scanner tool or the builder tool or so on and so forth. Even the flashlight, you can switch batteries out just to recharge those with the fins, and the Sea Glide can use up the other batteries of the other tools while you keep switching them out. So that's no problem. I haven't thought of that before, so that's going to be pro tip number 1. And I will come across pro tip number 2, 3, and 4, and what not, if I can talk, to keep things moving along. And if you're following me thus far in the recording part of this segment, you're doing good so far. Because I have been trying so hard not to forget anything. And I'm easily forgetful. I have CRS disease, can't remember stuff. Since I had a major bonk on the head that's unreversible. Alright, so we got our quartz, we're going to build a locker. And once we build this locker, we can get rid of all the heavy tools we don't need to use right now. Like the... what is it? This and the gravity trap. Wait, do we have 2 quartz? We have 2 quartz. Somehow, things don't seem to be looking down on me right now. So we got that going for us. The solar panel does need 2 quartz, titanium, and copper. I guess we'll need that before we get the fabricator running.
Calorie intake recommended.
I'm sorry, but I gotta do the solar panels first. How many solar materials do we have for each? Okay, so we have 4 titanium, we can do this. 2 quartz, 1 titanium needed, and 1 copper. Not too bad. Yeah, and I was trying to say in the recording, or the failed recording rather, that's what I'm going to call it from now on, failed recording. Every time you miss an episode because of my screw up, I'm going to call it a failed recording. So in the last failed recording, I've mentioned, or tried to mention, that I done goofed. Because I was trying so hard not to cheat, and I had to pull like a beacon yesterday just to keep that mushroom entrance in place. That was the only time I was going to ever do that. Because I'm in a dire forgetful situation, and I needed some assistance, which the command that came to my aid actually gave me. So I'm going to go with that for a while until I figure out what is missing out of this whole ordeal. Now, since I have the power cell, we can take the sea moth out of the docking bay, finally, and start going around collecting materials that we also need. Now, once again, I'm unable to get a moon pool until I figure out where that wreckage is. And I can't go into the aurora until I find the rest of the cutter tool, or laser cutter, and then go from there. So as you can tell, I'm running into more situations than I can solve. Why am I tilted? That's better. Alright, so builder tool. There we go.
Power restored. All primary systems online.
No, wait. I need table coral sample. I thought I had table coral sample. That's something I need to get. Alright. So since we got a power cell for the sea moth, we're able to build that. Wait, do I have enough to build a locker? Because I remember I needed... Nope, I gotta go back and get the quartz. So, I'm gonna need quartz and table coral. That's not gonna be a hard task. Not at all. And before we continue any further, I want to see if this is still recording. Yep, still recording. Cool. Ah! That was a bit of a lag. So, I was having fun yesterday, I somehow got the sea moth stuck to the ceiling of the docking bay of this here alien base. Now you may ask how I managed to do that. Well, we found out that this place can or should be magnetic because the sea moth's top is made of metal. And being as such, the ceiling has seemed to have grabbed my...
Emergency. Starvation imminent. Seek calorie intake immediately.
Passing
100 meters.
Welcome aboard.
Shush! Thank you. Why? I can't remember what I was going to say. Oh yeah. So, the ceiling of this place seemed to have attached itself to my sea moth. I could still move around and such somehow, in some way or manner. But the problem is, the place is magnetic. And I don't know how. Alright, so we established a solar panel. So now we need quartz and titanium. How much titanium do we have? We have 2 titanium left, so I need 1 quart and a titanium for locker. And a table coral sample and gold for... Wait, do I still have my gold? That's copper. That's gold. Yes, I still have my gold. So, I have gold and I need coral sample for the fabricator. Cool. I should be looking for some salt deposits on the way back, so I can build some water. Not build, make water. Pieces of the sea glide. Oh, here's some salt. How much room is that? That's plenty enough room. Also, I'm gonna need some fish. Wait, is there a warp around here? Where's that warper? Here.
New creature discovered.
Hoverfish. Alright. We're gonna head home. So when I did this before and I planned everything out, I was writing down things we needed for essentials in a tablet I left in my backpack. Sadly enough, I still have those notes, but I don't know why I'm not using them. Because I think what I did was arrange the notes out of order. Okay? Everything I needed was put in the order of where to go, how to get there, and what I need to finish the journey. Needless to say, those areas were mapped out to ingredients, and those ingredients were in a place to be used up once at one point, but now it's like the game is now updated to where there's plenty enough to where you have more resources than what you can deal with. Oh, stop. I don't need your crap right now. Stop it!
enhancing the flavor of unsavory meats with salt or locally sourced herbs and spices. Vital signs stabilizing.
Okay, now I need some aid. Okay, now I need, what was it? Coral sample. Okay, one sample, got that. Now I need a quart. So I'm gonna hop back into the sea moth and find a quart. Having a sea moth full of air is very brilliant. I'm so glad I have this vehicle, known as the Uber. Why don't I call it the Uber? Well, as you can tell, I don't have the moon bay to keep reminding me what I named it before. Sad story, I know, but you know, I tend to move on from such tragedy. Now I have to repair my Uber. Still looking for quartz. Quartz. Where is quartz? Oh, Lord. That was weird. Here's a salt deposit. I'm gonna need for later. If I'm not mistaken, you should hear Grouchy in 3, 2, 1. Oh, here's a quarter. Okay, so we need 1 quart, 2 titanium, got it. And then a coral sample and gold, got it. So we just tackled 2 things at once. We got it. And also, while I'm thinking of it, get away from this place first because I don't want the Reaper attacking me from behind. Up, up, and away! Oh yeah, and also in the failed mission, just for education's sake, I've mentioned that Pot Pie is a liar. He says spinach is good for you. It is not. And I'm sure if you've heard of Titus, Christopher Titus, you would understand where I'm coming from with this. He is on the fence with me on this whenever I say that spinach is not healthy. I mean, there's ingredients people would suggest that it gives you protein and such that the body needs, and I can tell you right now, that is a lie. Because spinach is made from seaweed, okay? I don't know which side of the globe that uses seaweed for food groups like seaweed rolls and whatnot, but yeah, that's not healthy. Apparently they found out that seaweed is holding an ingredient that put maggots in someone's body, and I mean entirely, and it made, well, it was enough to make someone in my house sick when we found out about this. But yeah, it's not healthy. Someone I don't know if it's in China or Japan, and I don't want to be racist by trying to take a guess, but or seem racist by trying to take a guess. But either way, someone was at a restaurant, had a meal with seaweed wrap, okay? And they weren't feeling so good for some time after that meal. And whenever they got scanned, and I mean full body scan, they found an entire map of maggots throughout their body. Or a list of maggots throughout their body, not map. A list of maggots. And they conducted a research and found out right after the scan, maggots came from an ingredient mixed in with the meal that causes some reaction to the body that made the maggots grow in numbers. And by doing so, the maggots were pretty much eating the body to its core. This person was not gaining any fat or muscle whatsoever. In fact, he was losing more than what he was supposed to have gained. He was constantly hungry, thirsty, and he had to go see the doctor about this. And that's when he found out he was infested with maggots. So if you can confirm that story, then you would realize Popeye was lying. Yeah. I'll let you watch Chris Titus to figure out the rest. I think he had some movie or DVD out there that he mentioned something about that. That Popeye was a lying bleep. I'm just going to leave it to your imagination. So, I'm not going to finish it. Alright, so once we get out of here, we're going to tackle 2 things at a time. And then, when we're finished, we'll tackle some more things at a time. And I cannot believe I'm playing this game. So thank you, Jimmy. You're a troop. Okay, so here we go. So what I'm willing to do, what I'm willing to do with this is put one more up here so I can have a look at whatever's in front of the gun, and then extend the bottom out over here so it can drop down like my base that I saved on my thumb drive, and have a little fun with the place.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I forgot the table coral. What else did I need? I needed a locker. Yes, I know you're here. I'm not dealing with you right now. Put you there. Alright, so we have a locker. We're going to put this and this in it for right now. And, well, this battery is dead, so I'm going to put that there. And I'm going to put the 2 table coral samples there with the salt deposits so we can make some water later. I'm going to need some food again, so I have one. That's 2 batteries that need charged. Forgot about that. Yeah. So, Right. Well. Forget what I was about to say. Did I just... No. Okay. There we go. There we has it. We has it again. Now, if I have to, oh wait, what am I doing? Yeah, I'm gonna charge this up to 100. So I'm gonna up my endorphins to recharge my batteries. Yeah, so that's gonna help me.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased. Seek fluid intake.
I'll make fluid when I get this base up and running. What is that? Are you kidding me? It's cyanide.
Calorie intake recommended 30 seconds.
Alright. I'm not wasting any more time with the warper.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Don't welcome me back yet. We're having an issue. And I hate having issues. So as you should know, I'm very good at this game. I had a couple of people call me a noob during stream, and I have no idea why. It's not me, it's the game. The game has been updated, and it's been a while since we've played it. I know the top 2 YouTubers that I used to watch play it don't want to play this on stream anymore because it got boring for them. At least on stream or on recording anyway. But that is not to say that is not boring for me. I can at least tell you that everything that exists right now can be carried over to each and every update. There is a way that you can take a save file from your game and only put in the one key that you need to replace the last key of that said save file. You don't need the whole thing, you just need that one piece. And that is for the physical tools and whatnot. Not the memory of the story, just the physical tools. And if you can tell what that is, well, congratulations, you're a scientist. Because that was based off of rocket science to figure that out. Which, for me, was very difficult to even do. To say the least. What am I doing? I'm in a sea... Oh yeah, I'm in a sea moth. I don't need to look for air sacs or gel sacs or whatnot.
Immediately.
Fool! Stop reminding me of fluids! I said I will deal with that when I get my stuff, so... I need table fluid. Which is you. How many do I need? I need 1 coral stamp. That's to figure out which one. And, not you. Give me a peeper. Who needs a grav trap when you can just pull things out of the air? Alright, so I got the fish I need. I'm gonna make some desserts.
Vital signs stabilizing.
It should. Alright. We have everything under control. What else do we need? We have 2 corals that I'm not so sure which one we need. Gold, and now we have enough to build the fabricator. We've done the locker, so that's taken care of. Now we just need to worry about the fabricator. I thought I had like 4 corals on me to finish that up. Something's wrong. Because I only needed 1 gold, right? Yeah. Oh, I needed titanium. Do I have any more titanium? I do not. Nuggets! Alright, I'm going to take these 4 with me, and that'll be it. I'm not sure, but I'm going to try and get that finished. At least this time around. Because we got the solar panels ready, we got the base powered up, we just need a few things to things move along. To which case, we finally got the locker, a sizable locker, enough to put things in, and if we need to, we can build more lockers, which isn't going to be that bad. I hope. We're here. We're so here. Now, I'm not so sure about you, but I didn't know it was going to happen like this. I had no idea. If I knew that they were going to shut my power, or not my power, my cable off this morning, I would have given you guys an early notice. I wasn't asking for tips to help me get my bills paid up or whatever. I have that all figured out. But what I did need help with was helping the channel grow so that I can actually, you know, have fun with the fans that I could interact with. And if they wanted to play video games, that's fine. We can play all. Well, we can all play together. Without a forceful decision. What is this? Pick up lithium. That's lithium? What is that doing on a beach? Alright, whatever.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Yeah. Alright, what is this? Okay. Right, so we need water. We're gonna make some water. Water in the morning, water in the evening, water at supper time. If you have water in a cup, you can have water anytime. Or in a bottle. I like the inventions these days. People are now saying straws are dangerous. I'm not disagreeing with them. In fact, I agree with them full-heartedly. But if somebody wants to make a portable straw that you can clean every so often, then be my guest. But my problem is that it's made out of metal. If someone to use a power magnet or nuke an entire city, I won't be able to use that straw. That's my problem. But yeah, more power to you. But since we have a outdoor grow bed established, I believe since the last stream, we can use it. Why is it so laggy? No idea. But I am, however, going to cut this up to make some more. So, now that I got my tips finally out there, my pro tips, got a comfortable base established. Yeah. I can say we could pretty much end it right here. First, let me see if I can... Oh, I ain't got the titanium. But... I did have the glass. What happened? Is that going to show on the outside? Possibly, but I'm not going to find out now. How many chairs did we scan? We got the swivel chair anyway. Okay, so the swivel chair is going to need titanium. The desk is going to need titanium. So that's one titanium each, I'm assuming. So that's 2 salvages. So we're going to save it here. We didn't waste no time at all, did we? And we're going to pause it. I'm going to make a list of things that we need, and I'm going to gather up materials for the upcoming episode later on tonight. Yes, later on tonight. I will be recording again later tonight. However, being that I'm up here by myself, being that I have hardly no entertainment whatsoever, I'm going to take my laptop and stuff downstairs, work from there, and, you know, have a conversation with my mother. And we will come back during the future episode later. So, without further ado, if you like what you've seen here today, please rate, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell for further notification. Yes, I did not forget this time. Hit that bell for further notification when the next stream comes up. If it ever comes up again, it would be the first that it might be coming back up again. I'm not so sure. It should be the first. What is this? This is May. Or March. No, it is May. And June. 1st of June, okay? The bill, or the cable bill will be paid, my internet will come back up, and la 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 la. But yeah, that sums it up. So I'll be recording 3 episodes, probably between here and tomorrow, whichever the case. You'll be caught up. So, without further ado, I'm King Willix, and I'll see you in the next episode. Peace out.